What's up, everyone? This is Kyle, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last time we left off, we did the, what was it? I think we looked for people to join the new, what are they called? Grand Company that Alpha Node is trying to make. That is the last thing I remember doing. And then we got given a quest by Minfilia to do. So we shall see what she wants us to do. All I know is the title of the quest has something to do with heresy and harassment. Doom, doom. Alright, let's see, to Modona. I don't see any link, Wade. I don't think you can post links on YouTube. Also, what's up? How you doing? That shit's a little loud. Yeah. As in, like, little loud, I mean really fucking loud. And you guys are still hanging around the table? Minfilia.
Greetings, Velka. Alphano tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scion shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones.
Alright, hold up. Pulling up the Discord. I almost accidentally downloaded it. It was the first button that showed up. Oh, no worries, man. I hope you had a good birthday. Where were we?
The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alpha Node to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Redmond's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slaffborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires?
Oh, am I down there? Okay, we'll talk to Slaffborn. What do you need me to do, homie? Poco's got half an hour, so I'll just pop that now. There we go. Alright, Slaffborn. I forgot what you sound like. All I remember is you have a Hitler stash. What can I do for you, Velka? I thought you have your hands full helping out with the new arm of the Scions. What the hell was that? Ha! I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run.
Slaffborn, the shipment, we couldn't...
It's a chick. God's woman, what befell?
We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate?
House Fortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper.
Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Velka, were you not on good terms with Hold up. Were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course. But I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yeah, that sounds pretty, intelligent. Yes, I realize I contradicted my earlier hopes to lighten your load. But I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Yep, I gotcha. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Hoshafant will be glad of your assistance. Alright. Back up to Karthus. I like this place. The music is really nice. Spin! Aw. I thought I could clear the whole thing while spinning. Hey, what's up, Hoshafant? Long time no see. Well, well, if it isn't my friend, Velka Elima. Would you care for a plate of roast Karakul? Karakul. Some mulled wine. No? Ah, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. No, it's not an— ow, shit, I just hit my funny bone. When the cold sets in. Ooh, we can get stuff. I mean, it's all worthless, so we're probably just going to go for the silver pieces. You're probably not voice acted.
The incident with the new
Oh my
frontier
God.
hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest.
Alright. Not exactly what I thought, but not that far off either.
Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad
I
am
stare
that you have
blankly
chosen to
at him.
lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of our
Fortom.
allies. or her deaths.
Not for temps, for Tom. Oh, it's like French. Ugh.
'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed.
Hey, what's up, Crow? Oh, Horchafon's
Poor
your favorite
fortune, they
character.
say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day.
Alright, so that obviously means that he's more involved with the
This new
story
unity of
than just
purpose we
what
attribute to
Realm
their
Reborn
leader,
has.
the Lady Iceheart. But though I
I'd
have devoted
assume Heaven's
significant
Sword, 'cause,
resources to the task of
know,
identifying
Ishgard.
this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name.
Wait. Lady Iceheart.
What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve.
You'd be surprised what a lot of people who do not fear death are capable of achieving. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, man.
The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity.
I feel like I'm going to be sent to the west to deal with them. So did you see the new tank that's coming out? It's the double shield. I'm so fucking happy. That shit is so stupid, but also so cool at the same time.
A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Yep.
Hallone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you
Countrymen?
adventurers to dealing with
Ugh.
such foes.
I did not like the way you said
Might be
that.
otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have
Yeah,
no doubt
yeah, I
that
have.
I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long.
As a bird enjoyer, I hope the physical range DPS is Falconer. What, like someone that controls a falcon? Wouldn't that just be the Beast Tamer? Why wouldn't they just make Beast Tamer a class then?
Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
I feel like I'm going to learn aught of value. Alright, Horchafont. Where are they? They're over there. Aw. Now I gotta listen to this awesome Final Fantasy VI music. I do like the area music of these places. But you know what? That's what dialogue is for, because then I can hear it in the background. I've thought about that too, but I don't know. Maybe there are some parts of Beastmaster that needed to be left out, and so they turned it into an actual job. Maybe. I would just feel like having it as just making Beastmaster its own job would make more sense, because then you can have more variety of moves that you can use for different stuff. Hello, Drillmont. Velka, welcome, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs to the Stone of Vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, that the Dravanians might batter themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, that matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning, and are canny enough to evade our able trackers. Most able trackers. Oh, look, a person. And off they go. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somewhat changed. I know not what matters of I know not what matter of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Alright, I shall search. Dude, what's with my brain right now? It's really late, and I'm tired. Maybe that has something to do with it. Alright, I shall go search. Alright, where are you at? Are you upstairs? Ah, you are. You are a dude. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough to, I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Whitebrim Front, when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Alright, Snowcloak, huh? I must find Snowcloak then. Oh, it's almost all the way to, where we found Biggs at one time. Or where we're looking for Biggs, I think. Oh. This is not good at all. Either they're knocked out, or they are dead. Oh, you poor fools. Hi. There's nothing you can do. Oh, that was cool. Riding one of those sphere things from, From the Bahamut raid. Durandare, nah. Why am I having such a hard time talking right now? Anyways, what's a Durandare knight doing here? Ah! Draw your weapon, fool! Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You're come seeking heretics. Oh, they're from an old PvP series. Damn, you're an old player then. Or is it tradable? Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone. Vanished like icy wraiths. I feel like they're more going to ambush us like icy wraiths. I assume you're Iceheart? Ooh, you're voice acted, thank God. My big bunny ears should be able to hear that. See? I heard it. I got them good ears. You glimpsed the woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall. Some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. 'Twould be best were we to return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drillmont. Alright, back to, Lord Drillmont. I'm sorry, Horchafont. I don't think I learned any actual valuable information. Other than the general area where they are, operating in. PvP mounts aren't tradable. Okay, then they are an old player then. I wonder what they're doing over here. I wonder what quest has them out here. Drillmont? Velka, it appears I owe you my thanks yet once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Horchafont of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Alright. Go talk to Horchafont. Ooh, that's a cool looking chocobo. Don't worry, it's just a little fall damage. My knees are okay. My ankles, they're absolutely obliterated. Are you voice acted? I didn't fight shit.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
I got 2 Zacks over there.
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
Fuckle.
Indeed. And this transpired at Snowcloak?
Yes.
Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretic's hideaway?
Well, if you haven't
Mayhap a
explored
more
it, that
robust
would
reconnaissance
be a really
effort is in
good place to
order.
hide.
Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma.
Velka's over there like, huh? Sorry, I totally wasn't watching the shirtless men squat.
As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin.
Oh, okay, at least I
Sometimes it takes
helped.
but a single stone to prompt an avalanche.
You know what? Fair enough.
On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
You want me to guard it on the way there? I'd be willing to fight them if they show up. Back to Revenant's Toll. Bye, Horchafont. I honestly thought his voice would be a little bit deeper. I assumed it would be refined, but I just thought it would be a little bit deeper than it is. This is who I'm talking to, right? No. I think I was supposed to talk to Slaftborn. I just instinctually started heading to Menphilia. And load. Thank you. Yep. Supposed to talk to Slaftborn. Velka, it's good to see you have returned to the Toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Karthus? House Fortemps, I'm saying Fortemps. House Fortemps is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to the Lord I must send thanks to Lord Horchafont for his continued generosity. Yet, even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alpha Node's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Give me that. Thank you. Brave new companions. Alright. I will just take the silver. While you were away in Karthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed. Although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand. Alright, I will. I shall talk to Tataru. Need any help?
These parchments need to be sorted. These documents... Why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Velka, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones.
Hey, Lindsay, how goes it?
You'll want to report directly back to Alpha Node if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose.
Damn, we got 8 recruits. Not a big grand company, but at least it's a, you know, a few people. It is just a trial one.
Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself 'tis an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Glad to hear you're doing good.
These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses.
I mean, you're not wrong. Where you at? Are you up there? Laurentius. I thought it'd be best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Here you go, Laurentius. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Right, I remember you. You were a crook, but now you want to change your ways.
Isildur has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I'm excited to forge my own path forwards.
Here's your uniform.
Ah yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating.
I just finished the Dawn Trail main scenario. Now I'm replaying Shadowbringers. That expansion is god tier. Not sure if you caught any parts of FanFest. The Bastion. Yes, I've seen the tank. I love that it's the double shield. I think that shit's so stupid, but it looks so cool at the same time. Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was ye? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Here's your uniform reel. Oh, proper uniforms and all that. This thing'll cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Hey, the point of the uniform is to be uniform. Look the same. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll. That this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. That is desolation. I second-guessed myself in the middle of reading it. I've never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. There's a person around here. Where are you? No, don't fall. There you are.
Velka Elima? Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll.
Oh, thank you. It's always good to meet a fan.
'Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride.
I noticed one of the Bastion's moves is a ranged attack. That's a game changer for the tank. Yeah, not like a normal ranged attack, like how, I have this one down here, where you throw your axe. It looks like an actual, move, like one of these kind of things up here. These types of moves, or maybe something like this. Maybe it's distance-based, or it tracks the enemy. This scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hearty defender of Limsa Lamensa. Yet in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Here's your uniform. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Alright, and one more. Where are you at? You're up above, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hello, Ilbert. Why is that name familiar? Have we met him before? I don't think we have. Have I met a character in another game with a similar name? What do you look like? I don't believe we've met. I am Ilbert, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Here's your uniform, Ilbert. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Yeah, it's a combo move and not just an action for tank pulls. I saw it's also getting heal and defense buffs, so it sounds like its mitigations will be a mix of paladin and warrior. Ooh. His armor looks pretty sloppy. I don't know, I thought it looked pretty good. It kind of reminded me of like the Yeah. Like the plate mail armor from Skyrim, but with a mix of something else. Hello, Alpha Node.
Alpha Node. Yes, Velka. Ah, Tataru mentioned you were heading out. Tataru mentioned you were heading out. Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assumed you've now met with the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much a small cause of an elite warriors can achieve. That I mentioned I thought of a name for the company. 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea.
What's the name?
The moment of truth draws near, Velka. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Voice acted cutscene, please.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea.
Dude, yeah, the Bastion gear set, I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what the armor sets are.
From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one.
Ah, Crystal. A fucking dog, man, I swear.
Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed.
Can any of you hear the dog or no?
Come,
It's picking up a bit
take
on the
your
mic
place
from
at
what
the
I can see.
Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all.
Huzzah!
For the freedom of all.
Is there more? Okay.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
No, please, please don't.
Please, antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose.
Will
Let us
I be
join
leading them
hands
into battle?
and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Do I get to be like a lieutenant or something? I mean, I'm already a lieutenant in one group. Can I be a lieutenant in this group?
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions.
Oh?
Yes,
Who are you being called by? What is it
Our
about?
worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension.
Dude, that's still crazy. The entire island disappeared.
Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12.
Kryl. Fuck, which Final Fantasy was it that had a character named Kryl in it? I remember that name.
I see. Pray, Inform me if her condition changes.
Was it 4?
Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger.
I think it was 4.
My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears
Well,
the
it's good to
etheric
know that
disturbance which accompanied
there's
the
a
Isle's
survivor.
destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well?
Such devastation.
I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we have.
Then
I
she
had to
speaks
think
to
about
neither
that.
one of us. Heidel's silence portends naught but ill, I fear.
Okay, which one is Kryl from then? I don't remember. I don't think 3. I don't
I
think there
pray
were
you
any
yet
characters
watch
like
over
that in
us.
3. 3 was basically like a retread of 1, as far as I remember. Yeah, Final Fantasy likes to reuse names, I found. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. I believe the cloud... Yeah, the Cloud of Darkness was in 3. What is it? The winds are uncommon... I think he meant to say uncommonly. The winds are uncommonly fierce this day. Ooh! That's the city, yes? Eventually... Oh, we're in the city. Or at least we're looking inside somewhere in the city. Yeah, the Cloud of Darkness was in 3, because that's also where the Crystal Tower was. Who are you? The Pope? Oh wow, that's a lot of knights. It's cool that they all have crowns on their armor. No. I don't think this is a good thing. That did not look like a good thing. Also, achievement unlocked, Defender of Eorzea. Do I have it? Do I finally have a new title? Yes, I am. The Defender of Eorzea. Hooray for me. Yep, ugh, the Scion. Alright, so the Scions are influencing Ishgard? Is that what I'm picking up? Alright, Minfilia? Traitor in the midst. Oh, that's not good.
Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. But it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summoned them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies.
The Scions are the good guys. The Ascians are the bad guys. Are you sure about that? I don't know. The guys who want to destroy the world, they might be the good guys. What are you, a big kid?
Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such a time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of more current matters. In particular, the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray.
I've played all the other expansions, I'm pretty sure. You could be lying to me. Trying to set me up, you know, with a false understanding. So I can be tricked later. I see what you're doing. You can't see the faces and stupid hand gestures I'm making.
To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when the help comes from you. Alphanode has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able.
Alright. Where is the Alpha Node? Huh. Oh, over here. Hello, Alpha Node. Listen here, short one. I'm going to help you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Alphanode. What is it, Velka?
Good lord.
What is it, Velka? And do be concise. I am rather busy.
Smacks him with my broadaxe.
You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I have little choice. Which is not that say my men are want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted the resolution to my second in command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Velka.
Alright, where's Ilberd? Ilberd. He's an Ilberd. Dude, I don't know why my voice keeps wanting to, like, die. It has been a few days. I need to get more consistent.
Hail to you, sire.
Oh, your
How
voice
might
actor,
we
thank
serve
God.
you?
Alpha Node sent me.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us?
Yes.
These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
I feel like Traitor in the Midst is in reference to our just formed group. It's obviously the guy that was a criminal to begin with.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
Maybe I should get closer and you whisper in my ear when you tell me and not scream it across the, you know. Oh, thank God, you actually
Some
walked
days
closer.
ago, we received
But that
certain
echo.
documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet
Okay, so it can be
inquiries,
any Grand
we
Company.
identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning.
Who was it?
Alas, the man was
Is it
not
somebody I know?
our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however,
All right.
certain that this ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge. We have a
Subterfuge.
tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
Alright, so it's in the Immortal Flame. Is there a chance they're in us? Wait,
Now.
phrasing.
Much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that
Not
the
in
Empire
haste.
will soon resume
Not
its
even,
march on
like, you
Eorzea.
know, with much haste, post-haste.
When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst.
Oh,
The
right,
ivy
that's
must be
why the
rooted out
Empire
now.
isn't, really back on the war path. Like, aren't they trying to find a new emperor or something?
We must begin by apprising General Reborn of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly.
Okay.
Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway. And if that is the case, he may well move against us.
Wait, how
must
does
be
he already
prepared
know
for
that there's an
anything, while
investigation?
taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
No, thank you. I mean, I'm not really a one-woman army. I'm not that high of a level. I mean, compared to all you guys right now, you're level 50s, and I'm a much higher level than that. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun bum dun bum. Alright, Reborn. What say you, sir?
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
There's the traitor! I yell real loud.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Reborn. It has been a while.
Ah, you know each other.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
Dude, he has the flattest fucking nose ever.
But look at you. The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
No, it's just Crystal
Not
Braves.
many,
There's no
but
bloody
fewer
in there.
still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye.
Right, didn't he
We've
start
both
as a
come far,
gladiator?
have we not?
I went from gladiator to
Lest you wonder,
right-hand man
Hilbert and I
of
go back a
the
long way.
basically
We've been
like
friends
queen.
and rivals since we were lads.
Oh, you've known
The
each
last
other
time
quite a
we
long
saw each
time.
other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanaland than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it.
That's a lot of matches to have.
Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Alright, so
Ah,
that's how he
spare
rose
me.
up.
I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
Right,
I'd
Nanamo.
like to think that I did my part for the greater good.
I
But if
forget her
you're no
name
hero,
sometimes.
Then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway,
Are we getting serious? Yep, we're getting
I have
serious.
tidings.
Ill tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Yep, just be a bit hush about it. What, did he say who
So
the
it is we who have
possible...
been compromised.
Okay, so it's what he told me already.
Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But
No,
if this snake
bastards.
has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monitorists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
Ooh.
Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate
All the way
matter.
back in
Continue
1.0.
your
They've been
inquiries
doing
in the
this shit.
meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
A flagon.
I look forward
That's
to it.
basically a mug with
Let us
a
reminisce of bygone days
little lid on
and
top,
drink
I'm
to
pretty
the
sure.
future of our homeland.
Oh, wait. Do I get the emote for the Crystal Braves? Do I have to learn that, or do I get
Plain
that just
general.
from a
You
joining?
wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up.
Yep, that's my general.
Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
No, thank you. I'm glad to be a fly on the wall here. The shit's getting close, but I don't think it'll ever outlevel what I'm wearing currently. Alright. But I will be calling it here. It is quite late, and I haven't eaten yet. But I did get over an hour, so that's good. I will try to be back on tomorrow. Like as soon as I get back from work, probably. You know, actually a little bit after that. You, Mender. All my other shit's like really fixed up because of Crow, and I appreciate that again. I have not needed to mend a goddamn thing in a while. Alright, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, comment, like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all that good YouTube shit. And as always, this is Kyle, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.